All right, we want to solve the following compound inequalities, graph the solution set on a number line and write an interval notation. So the first thing we'll do with these compound inequalities is solve each one. So in A, to solve for x, we're going to have to divide by -3 or attach a -3 to both sides. And when I do that, I need to make sure that I flip the sign. So I'm dividing by a negative number. I'm going to flip the sign. This would be less than. So I get x is less than -6 over -3 is +2. So then we have our OR connector. On the right side, we'll have to cancel the 2/3. We're going to multiply each side by 3/2 to cancel that. Multiply each side by 3/2. And we'll get x is greater than or equal to, the 2's cancel, leaving -1 times 3, which is -3. So we'll graph each one of these. X is less than 2, so that's this one. We'll put that on top. We'll put 2 over here, open circle, and then to the left. And then we'll put x is greater than or equal to -3. So -3 is over here somewhere. Greater than or equal to, we'll have a solid circle, everything to the right. And then the OR connector. So OR just means we want both. So with an OR connector, we're looking where both of these cover the number line. And so we can actually graph these on the same interval and it will cover everything. So the blue covers everything to the left up until 2, and then the red covers everything to the right. So the answer to this would be everything from -infinity to infinity. Okay, so it doesn't matter what the value for x is, this will always be true. Now we notice that on the right in B there's a lot of similarities here. Just want to be careful when we solve. Dividing by -3, again we'll switch the sign and we get x is greater than 2. So again, graphing that, x is greater than 2. Here's 2 over here, open circle into the right. We get the same inequality on the right side, multiplying both sides by 3/2. We're going to get x is greater than, or excuse me, in this case less than or equal to -3. So the inequality here is a little bit different. It's less than or equal to -3. So if we do that, -3, solid circle, and everything to the left in this case. Now in this case we have an AND connector, and remember AND means they both have to be true at the same time, so we're looking for overlap. So we notice that there is no overlap between the two sets. So there's nothing to graph. There's nowhere on the number line where they're the same. So there's no overlap. So the answer to this would be the empty set, which we could use just with empty brackets, or we could use our empty set symbol.